This is Muktanshu. I handle developer relations for Arcana Network. And in this particular video, I'll be covering the React Native SDK by Arcana. So the video will have a quick integration guide on how to integrate with the SDK. After that, we'll be covering the features offered by the SDK. And then maybe I'll try showing you a preview of how a complete integration with the SDK would look like. So first of all, we'll go through the documentations, try figuring out what will be the steps for integrating with the React Native SDK. Then I'll be talking about what kind of wallet utilities and what kind of integrations you can instill in your application while integrating with Arcana. And after that, I'll be talking about how a live demo of the application would look like. So we'll be just going towards Arcana Network's official website. Here we'll be going towards the documentation section. So this is the documentation section for Arcana. This is the homepage. You can just migrate yourself to the quick start guide to mobile and select the React Native option here. I'll just do it step by step to give you a bit of clarity. So this is the quick start guide for React Native apps. This is a quick overview of how the whole integration would go. Then we start with the step by step guide. So the first and foremost step would be registration and configuration of your application through Arcana dashboard. So in the previous video, I started with the demo application, but in this video, I'll start through the whole procedure of registration. So this is a preview for Arcana dashboard. As soon as you are here, I'll try signing through Google. So I will just select my email ID for this. And now I'll starting the login procedure so that I can be redirected to my dashboard. So as soon as now I've selected my email. So as soon as that is done, I am on the main page for the dashboard. After that, I'll create a new app. I'll name this app React Native demo, and I'll select the default chain as Ethereum just for showing you how to integrate. After that, I will say that the Arcana wallet UI mode should be the already custom, not the custom made, but the default mode. After that, you can also select the custom UI so that you can create your own UI in the wallet. As soon as I create this, I'm redirecting, I have been redirected towards the dashboard of the application. So yeah, this is the dashboard. I can configure anything from here. I can configure the branding of my UI, how the UI would look, how will be the icons in light mode, dark mode, what would be the theme, any kind of branding preview that I should get here will be here. After that, I can configure the social auth. So social auth is basically initialization of social providers that you can enable in your login. So people will be able to log in through Google if you enable that. We offer the option of Google, Twitch, Discord, GitHub, Twitter, Steam, Firebase, and we are adding many more as we are making this video. So after that, this is the chain management. This will select the default chain for your wallet once it opens after a user is positively authenticated. And after that, it also gives you the option of selecting a default chain again if you want to set another chain as default. So I just set Polygon as default. After this is Arcana wallet. You can just do some modifications on the Arcana wallet on here. After that, I'll just go towards dashboard and copy this client ID because this client ID is very essential for me for further use and references. After I've copied this, I'll move on to the next step, which will be integrating through the React Native SDK. So the first thing that I need to do is installation and initialization of that SDK. We already have that SDK featured on npm.js now. So you can just go on here, type Arcana auth React Native, and you'll get the library. This is the prerequisites for using this library, some installation instruction and some usage instructions, which we'll cover in the documentations also. So after that, once you are done initializing the SDK, now is one of the most important step, which is initializing the auth component. Once you are done with initializing the auth component, you will be able to handle the authentication through Arcana and also able to enable the functions that are embedded in the library. So this is just importing the auth from Arcana auth React Native and then using that auth component to specify your or initialize your authentication component. In this, we call the client ID so that we verify that this particular integration is done for this application. So the client ID that is saved on the dashboard will be used here. After that, we'll just go on towards the newer functions or the utility for the SDK. So this is the function for login with Google. This enable people through social logins through Google or your Gmail created on Google. After that, we also give users option to, the developers the option to show or hide the wallet once a user is logged in. So the function for that is show wallet or hide wallet. This is the particular code for showing the wallet and this is the code for hiding the wallet. After that, we also enable a user's flow to log out once he or she is done with all the tasks and needs to sign out from the procedure. So this is the logout function, which is auth ref current dot logout. These are the particular functions that I need to use in the whole integration part. Then comes the Web3 operation, which is particularly using the Arcana wallet or bootstrapping the Arcana wallet to trigger some of the functions from your React Native app site. So these are the functions. You can get your user information, which is particularly user's email ID, user's username, and his description picture. Also, you can get the function to trigger a transaction or send transaction function. You can also get account, which is getting a public address of the wallet created for the user. You can also get user's balance, and you can request some transaction. So EIP 1193 request method can also be bootstrapped through this SDK. After you're done with that, you now have initialized these function, but you need to call them through some button or some interface. So for that, we'll move on to event handling. In this event handling, we'll create particular buttons so that we can initialize these or use these operations that we created. So we create button for get user info, send transaction, get account, send request, log out. And yeah, we'll just also keep the auth component here. Once you're done with this, you are ready to deploy the application. Now that you are ready to deploy the application, it should also have a demo. So I'll just show you a quick demo. I'm just using an application that I created on React Native and using it through Expo Go app. So the application is currently running on my mobile. I've joined into a meeting through my mobile. So this is the preview for the application. I'll try the login with Google function. So I'll initiate a Google login through Arcana. So yeah, I'll select my account and I'll start the login procedure. As soon as I am logged into the account, I'll be able to access the Arcana wallet. Yeah, you just saw a glimpse of the Arcana wallet. So I'll select the show wallet option to get you a glimpse of how the Arcana wallet looks like. This is the NFT section. This is the profile where you get all your information. Also, you can export your key from here. Then there is activity. Activities takes the unwanted or unreacted transactions listed here so that you can react to them or confirm them if you want from here. After that, I can use the get balance function to get my balance, not anything right now in my wallet. After that, I can get my user information, get account, show wallets and transaction. I'll just trigger a transaction for a demo. Yeah, and now I can approve this transaction. So yeah, I just approved the transaction. I am able to do everything right now. So yeah, this was a very quick demo of how you can use the Arcana SDK. You can go onto our documentations if you need any more write-ups about the utilities of Arcana integration or how to do a particular Arcana integration for any different tech stack that you want. Also, if you have any feedback for us regarding this SDK or you want to try your hands on this, please go ahead, give us any feedback that you have. Also, you can just try our joining our Discord server if you have any query, and I'll be there to handle that one-on-one. So yeah, this has been me, and I hope the video was fruitful. Bye. Have a great day.